Welcome all my Venus and Aquarius friends. Y'all are the best friends of the zodiac. So stay tuned as we go over what it's like to have your Venus and Aquarius in your natal chart, as well as what it's like to date someone with an Aquarius Venus. So if you are new to astrology, then have no fear. Just head on over to astro.com, click on charts, and then extended charts. Type in your birth information, and then a nice little birth chart will appear. Now, the Venus symbol in the natal charts looks like this. So if you already have your birth chart and you know that you are an Aquarius Venus, then show some love for your sign by hitting that like button. Right now, we are in a competition to see which Venus sign can get more likes out of all the Venus signs. Now, right now, the Virgos are leading. But last week, the Tauruses beat out the Aries. Geminis beat out the Cancers. Virgos beat out the Leos, and the Scorpios and the Libras are tied right now. Now, Aquariuses, you are going up against Pisces, so like this video to show your sign support. The results will be in next week. Good luck, my little Aquariuses. So let's get into this. What exactly is Venus? Well, Venus is the planet of love and romance, money, beauty, art, and harmony. It is the planet of pleasure. Venus can tell you what you're attracted to. What happens when you have the planet of love mixed with the beautiful energy of Aquarius? Well, you get my accepting lovers of the zodiac. A Venus in Aquarius wants to accept your flaws, and they want you to accept theirs too. And in a relationship, they want to be their authentic self, and they want their partner to be their authentic self. These natives can be receptive of people, and there isn't really too many things that can be weird to them. So they can just be accepting and not care about someone's flaws. These natives are not the ones that are overly influenced by their partner either. For example, let's say a Venus in Aquarius dates a vegetarian, okay? The Venus in Aquarius is going to let the partner be themselves, and that's fine if they don't want to eat meat. Like, no judgment here. But the Venus in Aquarius is going to do his or her own thing. So if they like eating meat, they're going to continue to eat meat. They are the ones that can be like, boop, I don't care what you do, okay? That's fine. But it's not who I am. But totally, like, no judgment for me. They want their partner to do their own thing and to have their own life and to go out into the world and learn new things and then come back together, and then they can have this stimulating conversation about what they observed or what they learned. You know, Aquarius is an air sign. They like to conversate. And someone with their Venus in Aquarius will do quite well in relationships where both people maintain their individuality and come together to learn more. These are some really intelligent people, and this actually may surprise others. With this placement, let me think how to word this, okay? Someone's looks may not match up with their intelligence, if that makes sense. So a Venus in Aquarius can give off this vibe, like where they're just detached and they're easygoing and they can be fun and playful at times because they do have this sense of detachment in their energy. So someone that doesn't know this person may interact with them and realize that they actually know a lot of things. You know, a Venus in Aquarius and a Venus in Sag have similarities. They are both curious little critters and they like talking to people to learn things. And like a Venus in Sagittarius, they are going to need a partner who constantly evolves. One fear that a Venus in Aquarius may have in love is that they will grow distant over time with a partner. The Venus in Aquarius person is always learning, so they need someone that can keep up with them. And they look at money similarly to a Venus in Sag. These signs do not necessarily equate money with power. They want to have money so that they can live the kind of life that they want to live on their own terms. And these natives, value space and freedom. They don't want to be the slave to the boss man or the slave to the corporate world. I mean, they usually aren't your 9-to-5 people. They want to do things on their own schedule and their own time. Now, remember, you have to look at the whole chart because this is just a general reading for a very small portion of your birth chart. So things can vary. But usually, these are the people that require some type of freedom in their job. They don't want to be micromanaged or controlled at a job. They need their space and freedom to do the job exactly how they want to do it. And the beautiful thing about Aquarian energy is it is futuristic and innovative. So they can come up with out-of-the-box ways to do their job. And they need to know that they have the freedom to complete the job how they want to complete it. They also need to make a difference in someone's life with their job or career. This could be something like being an electrician, where you help power people's homes or businesses. Or maybe you work at a food bank that helps the hungry in the community. A Venus in Aquarius will feel fulfilled if they are making a difference in someone's life. They are the humanitarians of the zodiac. I mean, just think of the symbol of the water bearer. He is literally pouring out water to the universe. He is giving the universe what it needs. A Venus in Aquarius wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves. They are so generous with their money. Unless maybe like you have a Saturn aspect or something in the chart, these are the people that really will give you their last dollar. Some Venus and Aquariuses just know that they're going to be taken care of by the universe, even if they do have to give their last dollar. They can sometimes feel compassion for the human race more than they actually feel for an individual. But they don't worry about giving away their last dollar because they believe in things like law of attraction to gain their abundance. So they know that money flows, just like water coming out of the pot. It's constantly entering and leaving their life and just ebbing and flowing. And if you have a Venus in Aquarius as a boss, or if you are a boss and have your Venus in Aquarius, then you could be considered the fun boss. The thing with Aquarians is they don't see hierarchy between people. I mean, they treat the janitor just like they would treat the CEO. They think of people more as equals of one another. So if you're a boss with this placement, you could be more of a friend to your employee versus a boss. Just like if you're a parent with this placement, you can sometimes be more of a friend to your children than a parent. Friendships surround a Venus in Aquarius because, I mean, Aquarius is the ruler of the 11th house. So they are important to them. And honestly, if you date a Venus in Aquarius, you probably will be friends first. Heck, they may even be the ones that hook up with their friends. They really want that best friend type of love where you can share everything with one another and no one gets mad or jealous about it. And it's not that this placement can't feel jealousy, but when these feelings come up, they can detach from what their partner is doing to bring up these reactions. And this can get confusing to people who do not understand the Aquarian energy. You know, they can be the lovers who love with all their hearts, but they don't want to hold anybody back. So they can be okay with you moving on in life if that's what you need. And that can be confusing to some people because let's say you're someone who has her Venus in Scorpio. Like moi. A Scorpio's motto is if a person is jealous, then they must care. So just imagine if you don't have a jealous partner to a Scorpio. Them letting you be you is them showing that they care for you because they don't want to have to change to be with someone. Now, these natives typically don't hold grudges for a long time. They tend to be quite forgiving. These natives can still be good friends with some of their exes. Now, I do have a tip if you are dating a Venus and Aquarius on how to get them to fall in love with you. We will get to that in a moment. But first, Venus and Aquariuses can be non-traditional. I mean, let's think about it for just a moment. Their ruling planet is Uranus, and it literally spins a different way than all the other planets in our solar system. Despite being social, a native may feel alone at times, like they are different from everyone else, and they can get caught up in their head over it. But they were meant to come here to be different, to be eccentric, to be cutting edge. Remember, Aquarian energy is very futuristic, so they can be involved in relationships that are considered non-traditional by today's society or considered taboo by the older generations. Like, they may have to maintain a long distance relationship over time. They may have to sleep in separate bedrooms. They may have to show up to parties separate. They may have a polyamorous relationship. So I listened to a speaker once, okay? And she actually said that Venus and Aquariuses are not polyamorous. And I've also talked to other astrologers who feel like they are polyamorous. But here's the thing, okay? Here's my professional opinion. Are all Venus and Aquariuses polyamorous? No. Are 0 Venus and Aquariuses polyamorous? Also no. Here's the thing. Venus in Aquarius is non-traditional, so they may have unconventional relationships by today's standards. So it is possible that with this energy, it can manifest into a relationship with more than one person. But here's the thing. The Venus in Aquarius will want everyone to be friends and to get along. They need to feel a bond with their partner. They may feel like their partner is their best friend. And it may be important to a Venus in Aquarius to have a partner who gets along with their friends. They are curious little critters, so they usually talk to others by hearing their stories. They want to know your perspective on things. They want to get to know you and how your mind works. So you can tell if a Venus in Aquarius likes you by how invested they are in you. And a Venus in Aquarius can spend time with you in the same room where you're both doing your own hobbies, but you're together. Now, one thing I do want to say to the people that are dating a Venus in Aquarius, if you push a Venus in Aquarius to open up before they are ready, or if you have an argument with them and you try to push them to talk to you or to solve it, you may cause them to shut down, okay? Alone time will be really important to this placement. Yes, they can like being social, but here's a fun fact. Not all Venus and Aquariuses are social butterflies. Some are actually introverts. But whether they are social or introverted, they will still like their alone time so that they can regroup. They feel misunderstood by others at some point in their life. And they have a lot on their plate with this placement. It's almost like they're from the future trying to fit into today's society or something. You know, it would be like time traveling back to, let's say, the 1930s. And you get there and you realize life is a whole heck of a lot harder. You have to hand wash your clothes. You have to buy a chunk of ice to keep your food cool in the ice box. And there's no internet to look up anything if you need an answer to your question, and no cell phones. It would be like going from 2024 to 1930 and trying to fit in or something. Can you see how hard that would be? Now, if you are dating a Venus in Aquarius, do not use this tip I'm about to share with you in any malicious way, okay? But if you're with a Venus in Aquarius and they seem detached or aloof, some people that I know that have dated them told me that as soon as they stopped caring and they detached from their Venus in Aquarius, it's like that native started pursuing the person, being the person that they always wanted them to be. Totally confusing, right? So let's look at some celebrities that have their Venus in Aquarius. Bruce Willis, Taylor Swift, Paris Hilton, Harry Styles, Jack Harlow, and Ashton Kutcher. So if you have this placement, tell me all about it. How has it manifested in your life? I love hearing from people that actually have this placement and seeing how it manifested for them. I put out astrology videos every Sunday, and right now we are doing a series of Venus through the signs. But if you are interested in why your soul came here to transform, then consider watching my series of Pluto through the houses. As always, my beautiful Aquariuses, thank you so much for watching my video. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next one. Mwah!